Hello, happy Monday, and welcome back to the RPM Garage YouTube channel. Welcome back to another episode of Review Mondays. Today we have two very exciting Chevrolet Corvettes in our inventory. The first is a 2016 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 1LZ, and it is in absolutely fantastic condition, and I'm very excited to show it to you. The second car is a 2008 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 that has been extensively built to be an insanely high performance monster, and that one is definitely one you're going to want to stick around for. It sounds absolutely incredible and it is completely unparalleled. However, before we dive into talking about these two insane performance machines, we have to take a second right now to ask you to subscribe to the RPM Garage YouTube channel, to like this video, and hopefully to share it with a friend. Once you've done that though, we can absolutely dive right in. As I said at the beginning of this video, the first car in today's episode is a 2016 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 1LZ. Now, this car is powered by a 6.2 liter supercharged V8 engine that produces 650 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque, and that is an absolute insane amount of power and torque, especially in a sports car such as the Corvette. Now, all of that power is sent to the rear wheels through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Chevrolet does also offer this car with a 7-speed manual. However, this car has received the 8-speed automatic, which means that it provides insanely fast shifts at all times. So fast, in fact, that this car is capable of going from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. Officially, it's timed at just around 2.95 seconds, which is absolutely insane, especially for an American car, because most American cars are not that quick. Now, this engine has not received any modifications whatsoever, and in fact, the majority of this car has not received any modifications whatsoever, but that's what makes it so great. It is in very pure, very fantastic condition, and it is also worth mentioning, it only has thereabout 36,000 miles on the clock, which means that it is in absolutely pristine condition and is a perfect car to own if you're looking for a mint condition Z06. Now, it has received a couple of cosmetic upgrades, namely, it has received 18-inch front Stance SF01 alloy wheels, and in the back, they are 20 inches. Now, these look absolutely fantastic on this car, as you probably saw from the montage that I showed you, and they stand out perfectly against the Corvette Racing yellow tint coat. And because it is a Z06, this car has also received a ducktail spoiler in the rear and widened fender flares that are pretty much the signature identification feature of the Z06 for the C7 generation. Now, the exterior is not the only cool part about this car, nor is the engine. The interior as well offers plenty of useful features and amenities that make it a truly spectacular car to be inside and to drive. Most notably, it does have the 1LZ package, which, as standard, does offer a Bose audio system and an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system. Now, in the case of this infotainment, it has received Bluetooth, a rear camera, and phone connectivity, among other great and very useful features. And the sound quality of the Bose audio system is absolutely unmatched. There's nothing quite like a high-powered sound system in a high-powered sports car. Perhaps the pinnacle of this car, though, is the fact that it does have the removable hardtop, as all Corvettes tend to have. Now, as a result, this car is absolutely phenomenal to drive with the top on because it does look so aggressive and so sharp, and it keeps it very stiff. However, you can also take the top off and enjoy some very nice top-down driving. I, however, did not while I was filming this video because it was 50 degrees out and I was not in the mood for some 50-degree top-down fun. However, that is totally your prerogative, and if you so choose to buy this car, I strongly recommend taking the top off every now and then. Now, a car as good as this must come with a price. From the factory, it is a reasonable estimate that this car cost well over $80,000. Between its options and the base MSRP of this car, there is almost no denying that it is an absolute masterpiece of performance and interior comfort. But with only 36,000 miles on the clock, it is listed for sale for an absolute steal of $69,991, which means that you get all of the performance, all of the modern interior amenities, and of course that fantastic Corvette styling for significantly less than the MSRP and option price with very few additional miles on the car. So I strongly recommend that you come out to RPM Garage today to check this car out because I am certain that it won't last long. Now, a stock Z06 is a pretty outstanding car. There's absolutely no denying that. And if you're like me, you have definitely fallen in love with the C7 Z06 because of all the greatness that it offers. However, this is not a stock Z06. This is a 2008 Chevrolet Corvette C6 Z06, and it is absolutely insane. Powered by a 7-liter LS7 V8 engine, this car is unparalleled in terms of performance because it is not stock whatsoever. From the factory, this engine produces 505 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. However, like I said, this engine isn't factory, having received ported heads, an aftermarket cam, and plenty of other performance modifications, including one of the best-sounding Hooker's exhaust you are ever going to hear in your entire life. So be sure to stay tuned for the startup because it is absolutely nuts. Now, this car has also been fitted with 4-wheel drag radials, which means that it is absolutely insane to drive. It hooks 100% of the time, and as long as you're on dry ground, you are not going to lose traction in any scenario whatsoever. Now, all of the power from this engine is put to those drag radials at the rear through a 6-speed manual transmission, which means that you do get the authentic American muscle car or sports car driving experience that so many Corvette enthusiasts, including myself, absolutely love. With that said, then this car offers some incredible performance at a great price, and that price is $44,991. Now, for a 2008 Corvette, you may be asking why so much, but you have to remember that this car is not just a standard Corvette. It is, in fact, a Z06, and it only has in the realm of 39,000 miles, which is insane for a car of that year. And with the base price plus all of the modifications costing well over 85, perhaps even 90,000, this car is an absolute steal for that price because you are paying less than half of what the accumulated total of money put into this car is for an absolutely insanely well-conditioned, very high-performance Corvette. With that said, then I would highly urge you to come into our shop today to check this car out. And if you are able to do so, give it a test drive because it drives like nothing else. Unfortunately, that 2008 Z06 does bring us to the end of this video, but before we wrap up this video, we have to ask, which car would you choose? The 2016 offers all of the great amenities that you'd expect in a modern sports car, as well as that authentic Corvette performance, whereas the 2008 offers that authentic Corvette performance and so much more. That makes it so much fun to drive and an incredible car to look at and listen to. Let us know in the comments below which car you'd choose, and while you're at it, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend. Be sure to also check out our TikTok, our Instagram, our Facebook, and our merchandise. It is in the website link below, and you should definitely go cop yourself some RPM merchandise. With that said then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.